Good afternoon and welcome to 13th Plenary Virtual Session. This is Sneha from the Department of Computer Science. Today, the topic of my presentation is all about edge computing. Now, before knowing what is edge computing, we shall know what is cloud computing. Everything nowadays is a moving to cloud, running to the cloud, accessed from the cloud, or maybe stored in the cloud. So, cloud computing often refer to the cloud service that allow people to use online services that are generally available through any devices with an internet connection. That means the user or no need to be in a certain location in order to access a certain data. For computing and analytics, the secure the data store and networking resources, everything can be delivered over the low consumption of time. The goal of cloud computing is to deliver the service over the internet in order to offer faster innovation, flexible resources, and economy of scale. We are also probably using different cloud based application every day. Whenever we share an important file from OneDrive with our friends through the web or using a mobile application. It may be download the picture, watch a Netflix show, play an in online video game. The best part of cloud computing is it saves our lot of money and time. There may be some pros and cons in technologies, that is advantages and disadvantages. Now, let us see the advantages of cloud computing. Cheaper than buying expensive computers upfront, increased flexibility, improved disaster recovery, scalability. And there are some disadvantages of cloud computing. They are requires constant internet connection, costs are potentially unbounded per subscription model, access and security concerns for highly sensitive data, requires additional trusts. And now let us see what is edge computing. Edge computing is important because it creates new and improved way for industrial and enterprise level business to maximize operational efficiency, improved performance and safety automate all core business processed and ensured always on availability. It is a leading method to achieve the digital transformation of how you do business. Edge computing is distributed information technology architecture in which client data is processed at the periphery of the network as close to the organization source as possible. In simple terms, edge computing moves some portions of storage and computer resources out of the central data center and closer to the source of the data itself. Rather than transmitting raw data to a central data center for processing and analysis, the work is instant performed whether that it is a retail store, a factory floor, or a spalling utility or across the smart city. Now we can see how edge computing works. Edge computing is all a matter of location. In traditional enterprise computing, data is produced at the client endpoint, that is user's computer. The data is moved across a WAN such as a wide area network that internet through the internet through the corporate LAN local area network where the data is stored and worked upon by an enterprise application. Result of the work are then conveyed back to the client endpoint. This remains a proven time tested approved to the client server computing for most typical business applications. Edge computing is a distributed computing which brings computer data storage closer to the location. Now let us see what are the edge computing devices. These can be any device that produce data. It could be sensor, industrial machine, router, WANs, switches, etc. They will act as a small data center that are able to communicate important information with each other. Uh, there are some advantages and disadvantages in edge computing. Advantages are response time and latency. high security and less risk, lesser transmission cost, scalability and versatility. Disadvantages of edge computing are security, infrastructure cost, data loss. That's it. Now let us raise a questions like does edge computing replaces the cloud computing? No. Edge computing works hand in hand with cloud to provide a flexible solution based on the data collection and analysis needed for each organization. For real-time collection and analysis, the edge is ideal for certain workload. At the same time, cloud can provide a centralized location for large-scale analysis. Hope you may gained some knowledge about edge computing. Uh, Before winding up my session, I would like to thank our management for wonderful opportunity given to me. Thank you all for your patience. I wish you all a very good day and I hope you all gained some knowledge about edge computing. Again, I'm thanking for providing me this opportunity to share my knowledge about edge computing. Thank you.